Good morning, Pioneers. My name is Connor Morrison.
And my name is Justice Golvin. Welcome to The Grit. Let's get right into it with a sports recap.
Last weekend, tennis beat Upper Arlington 3-0. Zach Harr finished first in singles, and Luke Rutherford, alongside Devin Patel, finished first in the doubles after sectionals. Both track teams competed in OCCs on Saturday. Girls track won all honors, with Brooke Chapman winning in the 1,600-meter race and Soraya Mahmood winning pole vault.
On the boys' side, Nick Robinson won the 100-meter and the 200-meter. Matthew Schroff won the 800-meter and the 1,600-meter. Sakith Rudaraju won the 3,200 meter, and Javier Barnes won the long jump. The 4x400 team for the boys also won first. Congratulations.
Softball played their second tournament game on Tuesday. The girls hosted district rival Olentangy Berlin and took the W 5-2, with Kaylee Zag hitting a 2-run home run. The girls host another tournament game tonight against Watkins Memorial at 5 p.m. Make sure to go out and support the girls tonight.
Now, let's throw over to Wall with an interview with the assistant coach of the softball, Coach Ness.
Thank you for joining us today, Coach Ness. How many years have you been with the team, and how has the team evolved?
This is my 6th year coaching, and I will say that I think that we have really focused on team first and just having the girls come together and play together as a team.
What's your favorite thing about your team and its culture?
I think, again, like the team first, all of them coming together, having a good time. This year especially, we focused on positivity and bringing energy in the dugout with cheers and just bringing everybody up. So I would probably say just the feel and the energy this year.
What do you think the biggest challenge is with your team during the postseason?
I think the biggest thing for us is we just need to show up in the weight room and show up for after season things such as like 6-on-1s and just making sure that we're ready to go for season.
Thank you. What are you looking forward to next year with the team?
I think continuing what we have this year, just moving it forward and getting as far as we can. We'd love to win an OCC and continue to move through tournament.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on today, and good luck in the postseason. Now let's throw it over back to Connor and Justice.
Thanks, Jamal. Wednesday was a packed day for sports. Baseball demolished Central Crossing 13-3, with Wyatt Lidke hitting a home run for the Nears. And tennis hosted team district finals against Liberty and won 3-2. The team is heading to the state final for next week.
Boys track traveled to Hilliard Darby for districts and played very well. The boys' 4x800 meter relay placed third, and the girls' 4x800 meter relay won districts. Both relays will advance as well to regionals. Levi Davis placed fourth in the high jump to advance, and Soraya Mahmood threw a PR of 36 feet and 7 inches, placing third. Both Levi and Soraya will be advancing to regionals.
Now let's take a deeper look into the track and field team. Here's Noel with an interview with the track and field coach, Mr. Walters.
Thank you for joining us today, Coach Walters. Reflecting on the season, what were your team's biggest achievements and areas of improvement?
For the boys team, we won the OCC title last weekend, which was a big accomplishment, and it's a very senior-heavy team, so a lot of experience, and we're looking forward to the postseason. The girls team is a relatively young team. They got third at OCCs and have continued to improve.
How is the team prepared for the regional meet and possibly beyond?
We have district finals on Saturday, and so the top 4 in each event move on to regionals, and it's really just a chat. Like, you just got to perform this week to move on to next week. So, I set up the schedule this year for both teams to really prepare us for the top competition in the Central region. So it'll be exciting.
How has the team improved throughout the season?
In track, weather matters a lot for performances, but for the most part, everyone's times or throws or jumps have gotten better, especially as we've had better weather and warmer weather in May.
Thank you. What team is your biggest competitor during the postseason?
It's hard to say. For the boys' side, it's typically like Lancaster, Pickerington North, Pickerington Central. For the girls, Gahanna Lincoln is always pretty much the top team in the region. So, but it varies by event to event in track. So, but it'll be fun.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today, and good luck in the postseason. Now back to the desk.
Thank you, Noel. Now let's get into our pick'ems for the last time this year. So we have some playoff games with regular NBA. We'll start there. You're a big basketball fan, so we can get you started on that.
Well, yeah, so first round is over. We are now in the second round, and one of the series has finished. Only one series finished, actually, is that, unfortunately, the Cavs and Celtics, which most people are Cavs fans around here, so it's unfortunate, and no one likes Boston.
Right.
So, but we're looking at a Game 7 with the Nuggets and Timberwolves, especially after last game. The Timberwolves won by 45 points out of nowhere, only allowing the Timberwolves to score, 70 points or something ridiculous like that. They played amazing defense. And then also in the Western Conference, you have the Thunder and you have the Mavericks going to a 6th game. Mavericks up 3-2 in the series. I'm going to take the Thunder to take that one to 7, though. I think that they're a great team. They got a great young core, really good at shooting the 3 ball. They just need to get back. They did not have a great game in Game 5, but I think they'll pick it back up. And then the last one is probably been one of the best series I've seen. Knicks and Pacers. It's finishing up tonight, hopefully. The Knicks are up 3-2 in the series and whoever the home team has won every game. So it is in Indiana, but honestly, I'm going to take the Knicks in that one. I think it's going to be great. And it's been a great playoffs. I've watched as much as I can and really enjoyed it. But on the other flip side of basketball, we also got the WNBA starting up. We got some big rookie performances. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. What do you think of how they started out?
Well, I know that they didn't start out as well as people would have assumed they would. That's obviously, I think, mainly just because of the skill gap for regular college basketball versus, professional. I think that, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese didn't have their greatest games, probably didn't receive a lot of good criticism for it. I think people expected more from them, but I think that, as the season progresses, these people were the top couple picks for a reason, and I think that, it's just really a kind of a learning curve, the difference between, WNBA and college ball. So I think that, as season progresses, they will be able to get better. Caitlin Clark will probably end up being the Rookie of the Year. That's my guess. I think that's a pretty obvious one, but nonetheless, I think they'll be able to, kind of pick it up later in the season. And then going back a little bit to the NBA, Cavs are eliminated 4-1, but I think that doesn't really, unfortunately, come as a surprise for a lot of people. The Celtics are a super good team. The Cavs, barely made it to the second round with a huge comeback on their last game. And then some of the other teams, I like the Thunder as well. I think they're a good young team. Even though the Mavericks have a lot of firepower, I think that the Thunder probably could be able to take them down, but I think that series will be close for sure. And then I think, what was the other teams? The Knicks. I like the Knicks as well in their series. I think that they're just a better overall team. So I'm excited to watch basketball. I'm not really a huge basketball fan, but when playoffs come around, I tend to tune in a little more. And then I think for the finals is probably the most that I watch basketball all year. So excited to get to that point in the season.
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Absolutely.
Tennis traveled to Upper Arlington for the individual districts yesterday. Senior Zach Carr lost a close match in the second round. Unfortunately, no boys placed at individuals, but the team will still move into the Final Four next week.
Girls lacrosse also hosted Delaware Hayes last night for their first postseason game. The girls crushed Hayes 13-3. They'll head to district rival Olentangy on Wednesday for their second postseason game. That's all for sports this year. Thanks for tuning in to The Grit throughout the year. I'm Connor Morrison.
And I'm Joseph Colvin. Make sure to watch your Nears in action this week and roll Nears. And see you next year.